This video is on resolving a vector. So vector A is shown in the figure. Its magnitude is 5 meters. And what you want to first do is resolve A. And the way you do this is you have to draw two vectors that lie parallel to the axes of the system. So one vector will be like this. That should be straight ideally. And the other vector is like this. And if you have trouble remembering which way the arrows go, the way I like to think about it is it's like walking. You can take the shortcut or you could take the long way. And the shortcut would be to go directly from the origin out to the tip of the arrow. That would be right along A. But the long way would be to go down along AY and then over to the right along AX. Okay, so and that'll tell you which way to put the arrows. So that's how you resolve the vectors. Now what you have to do is write these vectors in unit vector form. So AX vector is parallel to I hat. So you can write the I hat. And then you have to figure out how long it is. So you have to look at the figure. And you can see that AX equals 5 sine 30. And then you have to check the sign, and you see that AX points to the right. So AX equals a positive 5 sine 30 I hat. And AY is parallel to J hat, and its length is 5 cosine 30. But because it's pointing downwards, you have to make sure you have a negative sign there. There are other ways of figuring out the components, and you can do it like this. Let me redraw this picture. So let's say A is this way and this is 30 degrees. You might have said, oh, why don't we work with 60 degrees, this angle with respect to the x-axis? Well, in that case, AX, oh well, you resolve it the same way. It goes this way and this way. But now AX is going to equal, this being AX, is going to equal 5 cosine 60 degrees. And you have to make sure that it is pointing in the correct direction. And AY equals 5 sine 60. But you see 5 sine 60 degrees is positive number. So the vector points in the negative direction, so you have to make sure there's a negative sign there. So finally, when you write A in unit vector form, it would look like this. And the units are meters. Okay, there is yet another way you can do this. Let's see if I can draw it. Oh, I've run out of paper, but okay, here is A. You could have realized that it's 300 degrees all the way around. And then you would have said AX, or sorry, you would have written the following. A equals 5 cosine 300 degrees I hat. Now you just have to be a little careful. You have to make sure that's a positive number. And then you add to it 5 sine 300 degrees. And that's already a negative number, so you would leave it like that. So these are all different ways of expressing the A vector.